Hey everyone, today we are going through the 2023 digital planners, and I have a lot more variations from the 2022 one, but it will be pretty similar to last year's, but I'll have more options available, such as Sunday versus Monday start, 2 colors this year, Pastel Earth again, and a different rainbow. The Pastel Earth was pretty popular. And then the option between a horizontal weekly layout and a time block weekly layout, which is vertical. So I'm very excited to show you these. And if you haven't already, you should go watch the 2022 digital planner walkthrough, because these planners are very similar and I don't want to repeat too much stuff, but I do want to show this to anyone that is new and hopefully get more people into digital planning, because it's better for the environment and it's really cool to be able to use your iPad or a tablet or any device to plan and have unlimited colors, fonts, digital stickers, and just the reusability and sustainability of this is a whole nother level that I think more people would love. And so here we go. Also forgot to mention I'm using an iPad Pro 11-inch 2020 version, and I'm using the GoodNotes app, and I'll show that again real quick. So there's viewing mode and editing mode in GoodNotes, so just be careful of that if that's the reason why your planner isn't working. And so you will need an annotation app for this planner to work. And this is what GoodNotes looks like. So these are the planners that come in the 2023 digital planner. Each one has a different option, so it looks a little confusing at first, but I wanted to give you the most options that I could, but this was the easiest way that I could think to do that. So the ones with the like tan light brown covers are the Pastel Earth, and the ones with the green covers are the Rainbow. And then each one in the cover is labeled. Let's go into viewing mode and then tap for full screen. And so on the left side, we have some information such as which planner this is. So Pastel Earth, it has the horizontal weekly layout, and it has a Monday start. And then I linked my social media and website so you can stay connected if you'd like. I'm mostly on Instagram, but I have all of these other social medias as well. And then on the bottom left here, I linked my FAQs page if you have questions or concerns. And then here, you're already on my YouTube channel viewing this video, but I have walkthrough videos. I would have liked to do more plan with me videos, but I don't exactly plan the way that you think. I usually do it for memory keeping, and so it would just always be behind, and I don't really plan my day exactly like that. So I am sad to not do as much plan with me videos as I would have liked, but I hope you understand. And lastly, I have my website for digital stickers and other add-ons to enjoy your planner. So to open the planner, you tap on the cover, and then this is the opening spread. You can write your name or whatever, and then you can see that I changed or added some more tabs on the top in comparison to last year's, but other than that, it looks pretty much the same. And so you click the home icon. It used to be a heart, but I think a home makes a little bit more sense, even though I do love the heart. And this is the dashboard. So on the left side, we have the extra blank pages, and they correspond with the tabs on the top left with the numbers, and you can write down what is on each page. Again, I have my links on the bottom left. And then on the right side, we have blank page templates, other page templates, and then the color palette that I used. So for blank page templates, we have blank, dot, grid, line, wide line, and frame. And then a blank monthly, weekly, and daily. And then for other pages, we have the 2023 overview, the year at a glance, an end of year reflection, a gratitude page, habit tracker, memories, journal, self-care, goals, and then the opening spread that we saw, and then the front and back covers. So I will show the blank page templates really quickly because it's the exact same thing as in the other video. So here is a blank page. This is the dot. This is grid. Line, like college ruled, and then wide ruled. And then lastly is the frame. So it has like 2 frames on each side, or per side. And then this is the blank monthly, blank weekly, and blank daily. I forgot to show this in last year's video, so I'm making sure to include it in this year's. Thank you for that comment. Also, I read everyone's comments for last year's video and tried to include all of your feedback into this year's. So a lot of people also loved the self-care template, so I left most of these templates exactly how they were. And I also really appreciate your feedback, and I do read those comments, so thank you very much. So let's look at the 2023 overview. So this is the same, except I changed the quote on the left. Take a moment to appreciate how far you've come. I wanted to start the year off with a fresh new quote, even though last year's was just as good. And I thought that a lot of people might need a reminder to appreciate every little moment in life, every joy, and just appreciate how far you've actually come and how far you've made it in life. On the right side, we have the mini calendars, and everything is linked. So if you click on a calendar name, a week, or like the colored boxes for the week, or any of the little days, they will take you to the corresponding page. Everything is fully hyperlinked. And here is the year at a glance. So it's separated into 6 months on one spread and 6 months on the other spread. And these numbers are also linked for the daily pages. Next, we'll look at the other pages. So these ones, the gratitude, habit tracker, and memories, are the exact same pages as the ones linked up here, except for this year I included a separate page for each month already, so it's already dated and linked to that month, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. So here is the gratitude page. Same exact thing as last year. We have room on the left for photos, doodles, quotes, mood board, or any other ideas that you might need this space for, and it is dotted. And then on the right side, we have the daily gratitude. So write one thing that you're grateful for every day, and this is just a wonderful space to write something that you're grateful for every day. And at the end of the month, it's really nice to see all the little things in your life that you might have forgotten about, or that you just need to have seen as a reminder again. Next is the habit tracker. So again, same as last year. On the left here, you write what you're tracking, and then each of these numbers are corresponding to the day in the month. and on the right side is a little space for motivation. And then there's the memories spread. So another comment was asking to include this, like a space for photos and memories. So this is the memories photo gallery spread, and it's a bunch of little Polaroids that you can place square photos in. You can also crop them if you need to. And so I think Polaroids are a great way to display the photos because it has a frame already included and then has space to write under the photos if you prefer that. And you can write the date or the event you went to or any other details that you'd like to include with the photos. So once again, each of these 3 spreads will be included for each month, and I'll show that a little later. Next is the journal page where you can write out what you need to. The left side is again dotted with the space for ideas of anything you'd need. And the right side has the college ruled line page. This is the self-care reflection, and it is the same thing as last year. So I'll go ahead and read the questions again. 10 things that I love about myself. It could be sentences, bullet points, anything you'd like. What is an affirmation that I need right now? What is self-care for me? What do I need to forgive myself for? Some space to grow. What are 3 qualities that I love about myself? What do I need most right now, and how can I feel that need? And lastly, what can I do to improve my happiness? If you need to, you can always take a white pen and white out any of these questions and replace it with your own, but I find that these are the most helpful questions that I could think of, and that worked for me. Next is the goals page. So you have your goal, the start and achieve date. Why do I want to accomplish this goal? What is holding me back and how can I change this? What is my life going to look like when I achieve this goal? And then on the right side is a deadlines and steps to achieve my goals checklist chart. And then on the bottom is notes and ideas. So that was the 6 other pages here in the middle. And next we'll look at the extra blank pages. So you can click any of these or you can use the tabs here. So let's go ahead and click one. And so you'll know what page you're on because the tab turns white and has black text, so it's kind of opposite. And so you can click on any of these and it will take you to those pages. Now let's look at the monthly calendars. So all of these are fully hyperlinked. So the colored rectangles on the left correspond with the weekly spreads, and the numbers will take you to the daily spreads. So for example, if I click here, it will take me to the week of January 2nd. I can click on any of these and it will take you to the day. And from last year, I changed this to have like a bubble dot here instead of saying what day it is. So I thought that was a little more neat. But other than that, it's the same thing. We have the mini calendar, top 3 priorities, personal and work to-do lists, the mood tracker, and the time blocking schedule, and then the right page for journaling, photos, doodles, any ideas really that you would need space for. So once again, these are hyperlinked as well. So when you're in any of these month tabs, I've made it so when you click on the gratitude habits or memories tab on top here, it will take you to that month's spreads. So for example, we are in January, and then I will click on gratitude. So now it looks the same as the daily gratitude page, except now it is dated for January. So I can also click here to go back to the month. And I can click on these days and it will take me to the daily page as well. This is only for the gratitude page and not the habits page. So if we were in May and I clicked habits, it will have the habit tracker for May. And if I were in July and I wanted to look at memories, it will have July memories. So I thought this was an extra touch that was missing from last year's planner that I would have liked to include in this year. I forgot to show the end of year reflection, so this is it. It's the same thing as last year, so how did you grow this year? What helped you to get through this year? What are you most proud of from this year? What is the most memorable moment or day of the year? Memories from this year? What 3 adjectives best describe this year? What did you learn about yourself this year? And what are your goals for next year? This is the back cover. It's the same as the front but flipped for the back. And the tab here on top next to the home will take you to my website, and it has my logo on it and brand colors. So that was a look at one of the planners, and they're all pretty much the same, but I'll show you a Timeblock one and a rainbow one and a Sunday start one. So it's pretty much more opposite. So this is a rainbow version, Timeblock version, and Sunday start version, but they pretty much have the same layouts. And so I'll show you this, and I'll go a little faster now. These are the rainbow colors. It's more cohesive than last year's rainbow, and the colors really speak to me, and they're pretty bright. So I hope you enjoy both colors, whichever way you use it. So here is a monthly spread, weekly spread. So for the Timeblock weekly layouts, I included the mini calendar, and as you can see, it starts with the Sunday to match with the overall Sunday planner, and the previous planner had the Monday start, if you noticed that little detail. So for the time blocking, I've included 5 bullet point sections, and then the time blocking goes from 6 a.m. to around 10 p.m. But you can always customize this how you'd like. This is just a time that I think is the most common, and I use it myself. And the same thing as in the other planner, these are hyperlinked, and it has the bubbles instead of the writing. And the daily also has time blocking if you prefer using dailies over weeklies or both, and it's really up to you. Personally, I love time blocking weekly. It just makes the most sense to me, and it's what works for me, but everyone works differently, and so I'm happy to include these options this year. And that's it for my 2023 digital planner walkthrough. I hope you had a good 2022, and thank you so much for watching and enjoying my planners. I almost wasn't gonna make one this year, but I decided last minute that since a lot of people enjoyed it, that I would make one this year. So thank you so much, and I really do appreciate your support and feedback. Don't forget to leave feedback. Even in the middle of the year, you can leave comments on this walkthrough video, and I'll take it into account for if I make the 2024 digital planners. So yeah, thank you so much for watching again, and I hope we can stay connected. I'm on Instagram mostly, but I have TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest, Facebook, and my Etsy shop all linked in the planners. And once again, all 8 planners that you see here will be included under one listing, so you can choose which one you want to use after purchase, because I know pre-purchase I would not be able to decide which one I want, and so I'm happy to give you all of these options. And yeah, I hope you have a good 2023, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye!